Hi, my name is Kaitlyn and I'm the recruitment officer for the College of Engineering. Admission requirements to study at the College of Engineering is you need to have chemistry, physics, and pre-calculus, and in each of those courses you need to have at least a 70%, and then you also need to have an average of 75%. Right, so our program is a 4-year undergraduate program in engineering, and we have 8 different majors. So you can study chemical engineering, computer engineering, electrical engineering, geological engineering, civil engineering, environmental engineering, engineering physics, and then also mechanical engineering. You also have the opportunity to do a co-op internship program. So you can study between 4, 8, 12, or 16-month work options, and you can actually stack those. So if you wanted, you could go on internship after the summer of your first year and do a summer internship. And you could also do a year-long program after your 3rd year. So these are paid opportunities that you can work with a variety of different industries around Canada and then also around the world. So yeah, there's lots of job opportunities for engineers in Saskatchewan and beyond. So, for example, our co-op program, last year there was around 400 jobs posted and just 133 students. So that kind of shows you that there's lots of jobs out there for engineering graduates. Some industries that are really booming right now is the tech industry, mining, environmental engineering. Those are just some of the few industries that they just can't get enough hires for the positions. Other places that our students get jobs is with the government, in construction, in mining, technology, agriculture, just to name a few. So there's lots and lots of different opportunities in a lot of different fields for engineering graduates. So what makes a great student for the College of Engineering is some people might think that you need to be an expert at math and physics, which helps you. But really what makes a good student is someone who's curious. So someone who likes to figure out how things work and likes to maybe take things apart and understand them. Someone who's a problem solver. Maybe if you like puzzles or games that are require a lot of problem solving, that's really what makes an engineer, someone who's curious, innovative, and a problem solver. Yeah, so I would recommend University of Saskatchewan to study engineering because we're offering the re-engineered first-year program. So what this is we have completely redesigned our first-year program to be a lot more supportive, focus on student wellness and student success. So just to name a few things that we've changed, there's actually no more final exams. So instead of one exam that is worth 60-70% of your grade, you'll be tested throughout your course. So really that tests a lot better of your knowledge to have a bunch of small tests versus one huge test at the very end. We also have a lot more hands-on learning. So of course an engineer is a very, very hands-on career. And so of course just studying in a textbook doesn't give you the best engineering experience. So we've introduced a lot more hands-on learning. We also have chances to try again in our new re-engineered program. So if you are maybe not happy with the grades you get on a test or an assignment, you can actually redo those to prove that you're competent in the skills that we're looking for. We also have common breaks with our new first year program. So all of the first years are going to be in what we're calling a block. So you'll have all of your classes with around 40 students, and then the entire first year starts at 8:30, has a common lunch break, a common afternoon break, and then a tutorial at the end of the day to get help with your homework. So I would for sure make sure, if you're interested in engineering, to take physics, calculus, and pre-calculus. Physics, chemistry, and pre-calculus. Those are the required courses. And then I would also recommend taking all the maths that your high school offers. So if that's calculus, that will give you a good boost. So you'll be a little bit of ahead of the class, and there'll be some repeat for you in your first semester. So a typical day in engineering, maybe you'll arrive on campus at maybe around 8:30. You'll maybe take some classes. Our classes are quite a bit smaller than other engineering schools you'll find across Canada. So some of the larger first year classes would be maybe 100 students, but in your upper years, around 20 to 40 students is what your typical class size is going to look like. A lot of our students are also very, very involved. So there's a lot of different student groups that you can join. Some of the ones that I think are really cool is we have the USask Space Design Team. They actually are building a satellite they're going to be launching later this year into space, which is going to be Saskatchewan's very first satellite. So that's really cool that it's students that's designing that. Some other cool student groups are Husky Formula Racing Team, and they actually design and build a Formula race car, and then they race and compete with it internationally. So a lot of our students get involved in different design clubs, our student groups that they're interested in. Other things that our students would typically do in a day, we have the pack on campus. There's a rock wall, swimming pools, and a gym if you wanted to work out or exercise. And we also have a large study space in our library. So there's like study rooms that you can book that have glass walls or just big tables you can work with friends. So we always like to say that engineering is a team sport. You can't make it through it if you just want to do it by yourself. So the engineering students always have a big group of people that they like to study with and help them through their degree. So my career path, when I was in high school, I had not really any clue of what I wanted to do. And I knew that I definitely didn't want to do engineering because I thought it was sitting in an office doing calculus all day, which now I realize is completely ridiculous and not true. But I decided to go into business because I figured it was a very broad degree that I could get a job, even though I wasn't exactly sure what job that would be. As I went through my degree, I kind of realized that I had a love for video editing, everything artistic, and graphic design. So that led me to choose the major of marketing. And then as a student, I got some jobs on campus and realized that I really liked working for the university. It's a really cool place that you get to be exposed to a lot of different science, a lot of research that's going on, and just a really great team of people. So then an opportunity arose to work with a College of Engineering, which I love because as a little kid, I always wanted to be a scientist, and then realized that maybe that wasn't exactly what my little kid brain thought being a scientist meant. But I've always loved science and love learning about different research and different things that are happening. So it's cool that I get to learn about the different research and science that's happening here at the college. But I get to use my artistic side to do things like creating videos and creating different marketing material. So I'm really happy with how my career has turned out, and that even though I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do back in high school, that things, I kept on trying things and just trying to figure out what my skills are, what I like, what I don't like, and that led me here. So my advice for any student who's considering applying to the College of Engineering is I would recommend, one, apply early if you're interested. It's better to apply early and have the opportunity to have lots of scholarships and different things like that, because the deadlines are early if you're interested in scholarships, just so you can take advantage of all of those. My other advice for a student who's considering engineering as a career or path is just to stay curious and to stay learning. And don't feel like you have to be the best, or because engineering is really all about learning, discovering, and problem solving. So I recommend just keep on trying, keep going, and great things will find you.